You know, it's kind of wild to me. For some odd reason, a lot of game AAA like companies are actually very like against having their money from their old IPs. It makes no sense. For example, if you have a really banger or a decently mid like IP, then you can just, milk it for all it's worth and you want to shut it down. Even though all you have to do is basically say, hey, yo, community, we don't really want to update this game anymore, so we're going to let you guys do the updates for us and basically host your own servers if it's multiplayer. Like, it's interesting. Like, games that are like very old, they're been long forgotten or they're barely getting updates, or still have a massive thriving community. So, for example, when the crew shut down, the better option would just for a sunsetting update would be like, hey, yo, opening modding and community servers can now be hosted. You know how much more people would actually play that game now? You have people modding the crap out of the game, which gets a lot of attention, and community hosting servers, or just doing like your own community server, would let people, play around with the game and enjoy it. Now, think about this. There's a lot of games out there that sort of do this, where they just sort of give like the keys to the kingdom when it comes to like the games. But some AAA game companies don't like that idea. But still, even with giving like some simple restraint, if you have like, a game with a bunch of cosmetics that is basically dead, but people still want to play it and they'll still buy the cosmetics in the game, that's money. That's free money that you can just grab right there. Like, you don't take down your stuff. Like, if you have something old and say, hey, yo, this last update, this will be our last update. We're opening it up so that, you can still play with the game. You make a lot more money. Like, in my standpoint, money. You like money? Yeah, you like money? Get as many IPs as possible, and if they break, say, hey, yo, modding community, we can't really fix this or want to work on this, you fix. As shitty as that sounds, but it works. For example, so like, a lot of games do that. So like TF2, Skyrim, Fallout, and a bunch of little other IPs that I can't really lift off the top of my head. The modding community has just gone wild and feral and just absolutely fixed all the problems. Like, I think Skyrim, there's a lot of visual mods that fix the original Skyrim and the entirety of it. And I think Conan might do that as well. I'm not 100% sure. Basically, any IP that's been lasting long either has a big modding community or has a good, like, community server community. And, the longer you have a product out there, the more likely it's going to get someone's eyes. So, for example, the crew, there's a lot of car people I know that would love to play something like the crew. And they will be down to figure out how to host and play with their friends on their own community servers and mod in cars that they would like that are not on the DLC roster. And it's mind-boggling to me that my AAA gaming companies just don't like that idea. They don't like the idea of more money or more potential money, even if it's not much. It's still IP that's basically dormant, not doing much, and still making the money. Like, if you want that type of success, just let it happen. Let the community take over and get you more money. It's simple as that. I don't understand why AAA games are just so allergic to that type of money. Was it too good for you? But yeah, that's my video for today. I find this really stupid why they're trying to shut the games down, even though it could make them more money. But yeah, that's my opinion. Oh yeah, like and subscribe on YouTube, and then if you're on TikTok, follow and like. Eh.